Hogwarts Legacy is a masterpiece, there is no doubt in it. I personally rate it 9.5 out of 10. However, there is one big thing holding me back from calling it perfect. That is the NPCs. In this video, I discuss the various issues I've had with NPCs in Hogwarts Legacy that you need to know about. The first problem I have with NPCs in Hogwarts Legacy is the lack of dialogue when walking around. It is very noticeable and it does take away from the immersion. To really put this into context, I'm going to compare it to The Witcher 3, which is 8 years older. Firstly, take a look at this popular area in The Witcher 3. Now, take a look at a popular area in Hogwarts Legacy.
I need to stop by the owlery. Far too long since I've sent a letter home.
Owls must be incredibly intelligent.
As you can see, there is quite a difference with NPC dialogue. Let's take a look at some specific in-game examples. As I go up to this group of Ravenclaw girls, you can actually see they are talking to each other, but we can't hear anything and it looks weird. When I walk past some other students, there is no background dialogue at all. The only voice I heard in this area was the Floo Powder lady, who is definitely the most vocal NPC in this game. Now, the area where I found the most NPCs speaking is the Central Hall. You get a Hufflepuff student speaking straight away, but as you approach the other groups, a lot of them still don't say anything. For being one of the most popular areas of the castle, I could only get about 3 NPCs to say something here, which is quite surprising. It does seem to be a bit better in Hogsmeade and the wider world. I found more NPC dialogue in the Wizarding Hamlets than I have in Hogwarts, so it may just be a Hogwarts problem. A similar issue is that the NPCs are not reactive. If I go around casting spells near the students, they don't bat an eyelid. This Ravenclaw student continued to read her book whilst I used Confringo on her. Now, I'm not expecting them to get up and start dueling me, but I thought the NPCs would at least move a little bit or make some kind of noise, but nothing happens. This is the same in other areas on the map. As you can see, the NPCs in Hogsmeade also did not react to having damage spells aimed at them. One of the most noticeable problems with NPCs in Hogwarts Legacy is the character models. I've seen the same character model being used for multiple different NPCs in the same small area. For example, here in the courtyard, you can see the exact same character for these 2 students, but one is wearing a Slytherin robe and the other a Hufflepuff robe. As we move further around the courtyard, you can see more examples of NPCs not talking. Then you can see the exact same character model being used another 2 times over here for a Hufflepuff and a Gryffindor student. I have noticed this quite a few times all over Hogwarts, and it does get a little bit annoying after a while. I have to admit, the next issue can actually be quite funny when you come across it. That is strange placements. Again, this seems to be an issue affecting Hogwarts only, as I've not encountered any weirdly placed NPCs in the wider world yet. The first encounter I had was this student stood as still as a statue, staring at absolutely nothing. He's just stood there staring at a blank wall. Strangely, I had the exact same thing inside the castle with another Ravenclaw student. She was stood still in the middle of the hallway staring into the corner. I've also came across a few weird instances where NPCs have been stuck in benches and stuck on chairs. This might just be a PC problem, but it is very noticeable. The final issue I've had with NPCs is the glitches and bugs I've experienced. The first one is the lighting on NPC characters during dialogue. The most notable example I have is Lucan, who runs the Crossed Wands Dueling Club. As you can see, his character's way too bright compared to mine during the whole dialogue sequence. It looked as though a spotlight was shining on him, and it just really took me out of the immersive environment. The next bug I came across is especially strange. Whilst I was streaming, I completed the astronomy class quest. During the cutscene, this NPC kept glitching and merging into my character the whole time whilst I was trying to look through the telescope. I think you will agree this looks very weird, and it did somewhat ruin the cutscene. That is the worst glitch I've encountered so far, so hopefully I don't come across any more during cutscenes. I hope there will be a future patch where some of these issues are resolved, but until then, the NPCs in Hogwarts Legacy are a bit weird. And that's 5 issues I've had with the NPCs in Hogwarts Legacy. Legacy. I absolutely love this game, and the NPCs are the only downside for me. Let me know in the comments if you have encountered any of these issues as well. Please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel for more Hogwarts Legacy content. Thank you for watching, see you next time.